Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's demonstration. Today we're going to take a look at configuration. The way that you can lay out the panels on the pages that you see in EMLO, the fields that are in the panels, and the actual page layout can all be defined by you. So we're going to go ahead and log in as the admin user, and the way that we define these pages is through the config utility. But first we'll go ahead and we'll take a quick look at the profession of pharmacy and the license type of pharmacy, and we'll do a search. We'll go ahead now and we'll select a pending application. And here, as we glance through the pages, we can see that there are multiple panels on this page. We can see here that we have license and person, several other panels, and the very last two listed are license CSR and license photo ID. So the way that we configure these is we're going to jump over to the config utility, and here we're going to select layout, page layout, and then we're going to select licensee edit, and we're going to come down and we're going to select the profession of pharmacy and the license type of pharmacist. We'll click next, and here you can see the page layout for the licensee edit. It shows us the predefined panels that are on that page. So we're going to go ahead and we can see here that the license CSR and the person photo ID are the last panels on that page. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull the requirements over from the left-hand side, the mini panel available, and we're going to drop that over here for the page layout, and we're going to also add the specialties. So we're going to drag it from the right-hand side and bring it over to the left, which makes it super easy and flexible to configure these pages any way you would like. So we're going to go ahead and click Save. And then we're going to go ahead and go back to EMLO using the menu item on the left-hand side. And we can see here, which is super helpful, that when we go to licensee edit, that the profession and the license type are already pre-populated, which saves you some clicks and some navigating around the page. So we're going to go ahead and click search. We're going to again select the pending license type. And now when we scroll down and we take a look at the panels that are on the page, we can see all of the existing panels are there, but here at the bottom we've added the requirements and the specialties panel. So as I said earlier, the panels that we see, you can move them anywhere on the page. You can configure the layout of the pages and the panels and the way that they look. It's all completely configurable. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at one more panel that we can add, and those are called UDOs, which are user-defined objects. And again, to configure those, we're going to go over to the config utility. We're going to go user-defined objects, and here we're going to add a new one. So you're going to select the entity type, which is a person or license. You can make a UDO under multiple entity types. But for our demonstration today, we're going to select license. And we're going to select, we'll give it a new name of test for RJ. And we're going to make it a multiple occurrence UDO. So we're going to select that checkbox here. Here in the member fields, we're going to define how many rows that this will include. We'll select 2 and we'll hit OK. And here you can see that a grid opens up, which allows us to enter the information here. So we're going to say test for RJ. We're going to make this a string value, which you can select from the drop down here. And we're going to set the sequence of 1 because I want that to be the first row in my UDO. So we're going to come down here and we're going to do test for RJ2. And we're going to make this a date field. And we're going to go ahead and make this sequence number 2. And now we're going to go ahead and save our changes here. And now what we need to do is we're going to select our UDO again. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to edit it here. We can see that our changes are still intact. We're going to cancel out of this, and now we're going to go to professions. We're going to assign this UDO to a specific profession. So from the drop down, we're going to select pharmacy. Our license type will be pharmacist. And you can assign this UDO to a specific profession as well as the license type. And we're going to select examination for the obtain by method. So we're going to add that here. And now we're going to hit back. And now we're going to select security because now we want to apply the security to this particular UDO. So we're going to select all the associated fields and we're going to click Edit. And now we're going to select the role in which this UDO will be associated to. So we'll click Administrator here and we'll go ahead and add this UDO to the Administrator role, as we can see, which is now populated in the Role Permissions column. So we're going to finish this up here. Now that we've gone ahead and finished up security, now we actually have to put this UDO on the page. So we're going to come up to Layout, and we're going to go down to Page Layout. We're going to select Licensee Edit. We're going to select Pharmacy, and we're going to select Pharmacist, and we're going to go ahead and click Next. And here on the left-hand side are the current panels that reside on the Licensee Edit page. Over here to the right are the mini panels that are available to place on that page. All of these that we see in the top portion of this mini panel available page is those UDOs that are available for use natively to the EMLO system. Down here below this red fine line are UDOs that have been created and can be placed on this particular page. So we're going to go ahead and select the UDO that we created, and we're going to simply drag and drop it over from the available panels to the page itself. So we're going to click Save, and now we're going to go ahead and go back to EMLO, and we're going to go Licensee Edit, and we're going to select Pharmacy and Pharmacist and do a search. And we're going to go ahead and select that pending application again. And now as we scroll down, we can see the panels that were on the page before, and now we can see the additional UDO of Test for RJ. So when we click in the details, we can simply hit Add, and we can see here that this was the text string that we input, and we'll enter a date since the second field we entered was a date. We'll simply click Save, and we'll hit back. And when we take a look at that UDO panel, just like the rest of them that are on the page, we can see the information that we entered. We entered a test memo, and it was for today. This concludes our demonstration for the configuration and the UDO portion of our demonstration. Thank you and have a great day.